Did you hear the story about Nancy Pelosi wanting to take a trip to Taiwan? And somehow, I'm like, who cares? They go on junkets all the time. But she got, like, somebody called her from the Chinese military, called her and said that wouldn't be a good idea.
No, Z actually warned President Biden and said that wouldn't be a good idea.
You're kidding me. I wonder how that worked out.
No, that they had a 2-hour talk the other day on the phone.
Huh.
And notice, they didn't pull none of this shit with Trump. They pulled back.
Guys, no, nothing to worry about with our international relations. We have the mayor of New Orleans is on the job.
Is about to leave for Singapore, where she's billed as a featured speaker at the World City Summit.
Yeah, but the trip is adding more baggage to a growing controversy over the mayor's frequent trips. And investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein's here.
Yeah, Katie, Charisse, we only received a portion of this year's travel records, but the cost is already approaching $80,000. We also got some insight into how those expenses climbed so high. At the end of June, Mayor Cantrell traveled to Switzerland. 2 weeks ago, it was France. And now, as the public is raising questions and the city council is debating whether to impose limits, Cantrell is preparing for a trip to Singapore.
I think this latest one has really seemed to turn a needle with people. I think there was concern about earlier trips, but now that you've had 3 in a month overseas.
Well, what do you think about this? What do you guys think about the mayor of New Orleans who was fighting in the bathroom at a rap concert last month?
That's her? So
Yeah.
she's the new Secretary of State. Thank God.
These are the same people that want us to turn off our gas cars and talking about carbon tax and carbon emissions. Why can't she take a public airplane like everybody else?
Well,
Because socialism and communism is for the people, not the communists or the socialists.
Or take a rowboat. She needs to exercise. She can row herself over there.
but all that aside, all the pollution and stuff aside, what the fuck is the mayor of New Orleans doing? All this overseas meeting with all these dignitaries and heads of state. What the fuck is going on with that?
She's not bringing any money back. She's on vacation. That's all she's doing. She's on vacation.
She got the money from what? The town council?
No, but she's not going to bring any business back from those places. And they're not going to want to invest in New Orleans because of the crime. So why is she going?
Do you think the Singapore government's up there waiting for her by the airport? I don't think so.
No, she's there for shopping trips.
She's a tourist.
Yes.
She's going to buy fucking knockoff Fendi shit.
Leaders who understand what's going on.
Channel 4 has obtained documents showing that the mayor does not travel cheaply. Airfare alone for the Switzerland trip was nearly $10,000. The documents also show that Cantrell often flies first class and almost always brings a social media specialist and security detail. We tried to ask the mayor about her travel Thursday, but reporters were kept out of a press event. Her communications director, Gregory Joseph, did address the topic. Why does the mayor feel the need to bring a security detail and a social media specialist on these admittedly expensive and far away foreign trips?
Well, the communications department goes with the mayor because we like to be able to communicate all the great things that we're doing on these international trips to the people in New Orleans. As for the security people, I believe that's a security protocol.
Early next month, the council has scheduled a debate on a proposal limiting travel expenses for elected officials.
Number one, what are we getting in return for the travel? And then
nothing. What the fuck is he going to Paris for?
You're not allowed to go. How about that?
This is just bizarre.
It is. That's a strange guy right there.
She's just emulating what she sees all these other politicians doing. That's all she's doing.
No, she's performing just like an African dictator. They do the same thing. That people are in poverty and they're riding around in a lap of luxury.
Right. Her city's a war zone. Her city is a
struggling.
war zone. Yeah,
Right.
Her city's a war zone. She should be figuring that out, not figuring out what's going on in Singapore.
And it's not her money. that's the worst part. That money belongs to the taxpayers. The same taxpayers
Gliders.
she refuses. Right, gliders. The
Yeah.
ones she won't protect.
Number two, how many people need to go?
As this debate continues, so do the mayor's travel expenses.
It's not really
Now,
how
the trip
many
to
people
Switzerland
need to
and
go.
France were
It's she doesn't need to go. So obviously nobody needs to follow her there.
This is bizarre. I mean, this is fucking bizarre, man.
And why does she need a security detail? I saw her fighting in that bathroom. I think she can hold her own pretty well. She doesn't need a security detail.
Right.
She can fight back pretty good.
You could hire
When I started
hire
my
a
business
local
in
detail for a quarter of the price it takes to move them, house them, and feed them while they're there.
Yeah, she's just doing, like, I think what AP said was right about being an African leader. But here's the thing that she's doing that's most reminiscent of these African leaders is that she's spending money wantonly, like just out of, like, she has no, like, this stuff doesn't just come from a wellspring. This stuff comes from a place and is not infinite. And she's just out there just spending. She's at rap concerts. She's here. She's there. She's 3 trips overseas in a month. You've gone to fucking Paris and Singapore, wherever the fuck else, in a month?
Yeah, that's insane. For a mayor
And the
of New
worst
Orleans.
part about it is she will never be held accountable for this. She's stealing. She's outright stealing.
You get what you vote for.